he's old. So like if you're the Jets right now and you're trading for him, how many years are you going to actually get out of Aaron Rodgers? And let's say the Green Bay Packers, I'd imagine what they want for him is really high. This could turn the Jets GM off a little bit. Like, I mean, you want 2 first-round picks for this guy, and he's not even going to be around for the long haul. So I think the savior thing, I mean, a lot of Jets fans are waiting for him to sign, but it's like, I don't know if it's a good idea at the end of the day, just because he's an extremely old quarterback. So that's just my thoughts on it.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. I think so. A couple of things that we know. Aaron Rodgers is 1 year removed from 2 consecutive MVP seasons.
Mm-hmm.
He played half a year, I want to say, with a busted thumb.
Yeah, that's true.
I think he still and he's younger than Tom Brady. He's a younger guy than Tom Brady at the time of Tom Brady's retirement, right? So I think he's still got some juice in the tank. The issue is he committed to playing football for at a minimum 2 years? Like, what version of Aaron Rodgers are you going to get?
Yeah.
If you think all those things are true, and again, if you remember, the best of the New York Jet quarterback room right now is Mike White and Zach Wilson, and Mike White's a free agent. So right now it's really Zach. They have to go get a veteran presence in the locker room. They need a veteran quarterback. They know that future quarterback play is the reason why they only won 7 games last year. So really they're swinging for the fences to try to go get Aaron Rodgers. Now, this is an interesting situation because Green Bay, I think, is finally ready to move on from Aaron Rodgers. They have Jordan Love. They want to see what they have in him. So that's part of the equation. Likewise, the Jets, they want to make a deal. They want to bring in a vet quarterback. A lot of Jet fans feel the team is a quarterback away. Again, all of this requires Aaron Rodgers to want to be committed to playing football for at a minimum 2 years. This all leads me to the deal. What should the trade capital look like to bring Aaron Rodgers to New York? I've seen some outlandish offers from Packers fans saying, okay, well, it's going to be multiple ones to spring him free. That's a pipe dream. I think age, like you said, Ben, is a factor. Yeah. His contract is a factor as well. And his commitment to play the game for more than 2 years. Yeah. These are 3 big factors. So what I think the deal is going to look like is a 2 from the Jets this year, and then a conditional for next year that's conditional on how long he plays. Like if he plays through, and also how well they do. I mean, if they do pretty well, and let's say he gets into an AFC championship game, I could see the value of that conditional pick going up. Again, this isn't my strong suit, the picks and the trade, but this is what I'm hearing from Twitter fans smarter than me on this subject about what they think the trade package might look like.
I think you're completely right about they're 1 quarterback away. It's just the AFC is so stacked that realistically, you bring him in, you're hoping for a Super Bowl, but it's like, if he doesn't get you to a Super Bowl and win it, I know New York media, Jets fans in general, they put a lot of pressure on the quarterbacks that they see because it's New York. It's a huge city. And so it's like, if he doesn't win a Super Bowl, obviously it's justified because there's so many good quarterbacks in the AFC. It's justified if he doesn't win a Super Bowl. But I think because he's such a big name, I think the expectations, especially among Jets fans, are going to be so high. They're going to be so high that, they're going to be expecting him to win a Super Bowl. But my thing to all Jets fans is, don't expect him, lower your expectations a little bit. It's just how New York is, though. I mean, they have fans that they expect greatness, and I mean, they obviously, most of the media comes out of New York as well. So they're going to, as soon as he comes there, he's going to have the spotlight on him, and he's going to get some heat if he doesn't perform. But I could understand if he doesn't win a Super Bowl. I understand it because the AFC is a hard conference to come out of. So
true. I think the fans, the sense that I get is that they still consider Aaron Rodgers a top 6 quarterback in the league. And that's
I do too.
That's the floor, right? So And they also know the Jets fielded a top 5 defense last year, and that was with really it was like almost a third of the team. Like they really got no help from the offense outside of Brees Hall running all over the place. But again, post injury, the run game dried up. I mean, that was a mortal blow to the playoff hopes for the team last year.
Yeah.
And they only won 7, but they still managed to win 7 games. They had a great first half of the season, and then the wheels fell off. So they're saying, wait a second, if they add Aaron Rodgers to that equation, how many wins can the Jets get? And you're right.
Yeah.
On the AFC side of the fence, it's a star-studded quarterback room. You got from Mahomes, Burrow emerging, Josh Allen in the same division, Tua again having a great first half of the year and looking right, and then who knows what happened in the latter half. But then you got Herbert. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the AFC when it comes to the quarterbacks.
I will say that Herbert isn't. I wouldn't be as afraid of him just because I mean, I don't know why the Chargers stuck with that coach, Staley, but if you're a Jets fan, I wouldn't be as afraid of Herbert and the Chargers, especially not in the playoffs. I think the main ones are obviously Mahomes and Allen. But then again, I think with the Jets, they have a better run game than the Bills. And they can, I think they have, especially if they get Aaron Rodgers, they're going to have a better defense. We're going to get to that a little bit later with the Bills, but they're going to have a better defense. They're going to have a better run game. And the Bills might be better earlier on in the season than the Jets. But really, all you have to do is, I think the Jets, if they get Aaron Rodgers, could easily win this division because the Bills are always good in the first half of the season. But once you start to get into the later parts where the grind is really the season starts to become a grind, I think that's where the Jets will outlast the Bills. And that's where I think later on in the season is where they're going to pack the biggest punch. So
that's also where I see the Jets starting to pick up speed, because if you bring in a quarterback, even a veteran quarterback like Aaron Rodgers, he's going to have to develop chemistry with his weapons and quickly. So they might get off to a slow start in the first couple games, but after they start clicking and after he starts connecting with Garrett Wilson, who's an exciting young receiver. I mean, the guy had some 1,200 yards.
Really good in college.
Yeah, he's a remarkable. Actually, the guy who's coming up, what's his name? Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Yeah.
They're saying he's even better. And the Jets at 13, I don't know. I think they're going to go
think they get him again? Wow.
I don't know. They might go O-line because they need the help. But if they go get a weapon for Aaron Rodgers and go get him, they say that he's the best receiver out of him and Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave. So it could happen. We'll see. But I think the division's up for grabs.